Hello. I'm going to do another kind of chill, relaxed stream today where I'm working on the save feature for the Bezy font editor. You can see here for dealing with UFO font source files, let's see, I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit. So for dealing with UFO font source files, I'm using the Norad crate. And in the Norad crate, we have the save function. So currently, I've been working on this font editor. Let me show you. So when I run the font editor, I run it with cargo run load UFO. I give it the link to the default UI font, which is in the same directory as the font editor, and I give it a test Unicode. I run this every time, so I think before I actually do the save, I might maybe edit this so it just does these automatically unless you tell it to do something else. That would just make this a little bit easier. But anyway, let me run the font editor. So here's our font editor. We can zoom. Oh my gosh, I forgot to recompile the font. You see, so we've got these old logos here because I didn't recompile the font. Anyway, let's see. 64. And that crashed. Okay, anyway. That's something we can figure out in a different stream. But anyway, you get the point. Actually, let me just quickly show you. So I've got a basic fonts virtual environment that has font make installed. I do want to switch to doing Rust C at some point, but I've just been too lazy with other things. So, and I think at some point Rust C is gonna get integrated into this font editor, so that will be something I could do a stream about in the future. But for now, I have the assets folder. I have my fonts, and you see here I have my TTF, my UFO, some build scripts, and some drawbot images. So let me just do /build all UFOs. There we go. And run this again. And now you see we have different icons. And that worked without crashing. So nice. Very nice. That'll be interesting to look into later. Let me see if I can get it to crash again. Very nice. 64. Very nice. Okay. So now this is actually a perfect way to show. So I've added more points to this aglyph, but currently I have no way to resave that to disk. So that's my main goal for this stream today. And I apologize. Maybe I need to drink some water. I'm doing Ramadan, so I'm doing this stream I'm not eating or drinking. So if my voice gets a little raspy, or if I have to go a little while without talking, it's because, or if I seem a little loopy, it's because I'm fasting for Ramadan. But anyway, um, and I'm just not very good at being on camera. But I really love to watch Rust programming streams, and there just aren't enough that I really like. So I'm doing a bunch of these streams. You know, I watch Soding and John Genset and like that kind of stuff. I just love watching programming streams. And you know, like Handmade. I've been watching Handmade Hero, and he kind of is doing something like I'm doing now. Like he wasn't live streaming really. He was just like recording himself programming. And oh my god, like dude, Handmade Hero has just been like the best education for me as a programmer. And I just want to see more content like that. And even though I'm not good at making that content yet, I'm just going to try to keep making it, and I'm going to try to get to the point where I can do a good job at it, and you know, be better at speaking and communicating these ideas. Okay, so what I want to do by the end of this session is I want to be able to draw a rounded rect like somewhere in the A glyph, and I want to be able to save that to disk, and then when I load the font again, that change will persist. So the first thing I want to do is I want to say, so what are these? Let me copy this. So I'm going to say, when I run the program, I frequently use these commands. So could we just make these flags the default when I do cargo run, but still look for the flags, and if they're different, do something else? Could we just make And one thing I should note is I'm not doing my own command line parsing. I'm using clap, that just seems like the normal sane thing to do. Like I've been in the Rust ecosystem for years, and clap just gets used everywhere, and so I'm just using clap. Okay. And the thing I really like the thought process that Claude 3.7 Sonnet Thinking gives you, because it kind of lets you debug things if it doesn't understand what you're saying. So here we can see it has been making some changes to the CLI. Okay, that seems very clean. I actually really like this. This is like, this is clean. And I would have, you know, I've been programming Rust for a long time, but I still wouldn't have like jumped to doing an annotation like this as like my first idea. So maybe this will work well. Okay. Is it that simple? Is it really that simple? Just 2 lines. That would be absolutely beautiful. Okay. So here it's talking about, however, with clapp's default value attributes, they will be some default value if not explicitly set. Okay. Okay, it looks like it worked. And we have the capital A. Beautiful. Beautiful. I just love this font editor. I'm like, you know, I've worked on a bunch of different open source font editors before, and it was like a lot of struggle, but I'm finally at the point where I'm like writing something I'm really happy with. So I'm having so much fun doing this, and that's part of the reason I want to do a lot more video content, like kind of being inspired by the Handmade Hero videos. Like, I don't know if this font editor is going to be successful, but like I struggled so much doing font editors before, and there just isn't a lot of like public content around it. Like a lot of it is like private within like European schools or within big companies. And I've always been like a big like working in the open kind of guy. Like that's like um, the thing I really like about open source. So I'm really excited to be doing these videos. Just a second. Sorry about that. My kids got home and I just wanted to make sure they knew I was doing a video. So I closed the door. Okay, so where were we? Let's just go. Cargo run. Okay, cargo run. Yes, awesome. We got the A. We got the right font, and we can see that with shift plus and minus, we can circle or cycle through the font. So you see, there's proof that we have loaded the entire font, and we need the save function because I love this R. Like, that's a beautiful R. We got to fix this Q though. So we're getting there. We're working. Maybe like a couple weeks from now, I'll be able to actually like fix the Q in the editor and save it. Okay. So let's do cargo format. We've modified the README. Let's see. So I'm just going to add everything in the source, and I'm going to ignore the font because I just don't want to... I need to figure out a better way to deal with this, but I don't want to like bloat the repo by like saving the font too much, and I haven't figured out exactly what the best way to do that is. Like, if you know, leave a comment on YouTube, like that would be helpful. Okay, so get add source dot get status get commit. Okay, so I'm gonna do set default UFO and Unicode code point. Sweet. Now we can do the save stuff. Okay. So what I know from, so I've got Norad open in another window here, and I know that the save function is in the font.rs file. So I'm going to go over here, and I have a little AI context thing, so I just use this to give context to the AI agent. So we're going to go into source. I'm going to give it context on font, and I'm going to say, let's make a new one. Context on font. I'm going to say, I would like to add a basic save feature so that I can save the currently loaded UFO to disk with any modifications I have made. Okay. I would like to add a basic save feature so that I can save the currently loaded UFO to disk with any modifications I have made. Just to keep things simple, let's just do this with command plus S command. We can add menus and icons for this later. Okay. So, and I'll say, please see the Norad font.rs file for reference. Okay, that looks good. Let's send that. Let's look at the, so get status. Okay. And so I think one thing I can show really quick, I'm going to pull this up, is let me close AI context. And in the let's see, where am I looking? Oh, here it is, assets, fonts. We've got the modified file, here's the UFO, here's the glyphs, and here's the lowercase a glyph. Okay. So this is the UFO file. So we're going to keep this open and we'll kind of look here to, this is where we'll see like if we are able to save to disk, like we'll see it here and we can see what's actually happening. So we're going to keep that open. And we can see it has added some things to the commands file. Handle save shortcut, beautiful. And here we have handle save shortcut. Okay. So what is it saying here? Great, our handler is already registered correctly. We added it to the list when we created the function, and it appears properly in line 91 of the commands file. Okay. I need to fix those. I should have fixed those warnings before doing this, but okay. So here we go. We'll select our rounded rec. We'll set this to 64. And we'll put a rounded rec. Oh. Okay. I'm not sure why it did it like that, but let's just say that's good. And then I haven't fixed, there's a problem where when you click on the buttons, it hasn't exited from draw mode, so it puts this little dot underneath the menu, and I need to fix that. Okay. But anyway, let's see, can we just save this? So we're gonna do, and it would probably be helpful to, or let me see. So it says saving fail. Oh, I know. This is, I remember this from Runebender, but this is, it needs the correct, so it says, saving failed. To prevent data loss, Norad will not save files created elsewhere. So we need to actually change the, what do you call it? It's like a vendor ID. Norad has a safety features to prevent overwriting files that were created elsewhere. So I actually have Runebender open, so I could show what it is expecting. This would actually be potentially interesting. What the heck is going on here? Come on. There we go. So we're going to do cargo. Cargo run. Here we have a new Runebender font. We'll just call this test. And we'll go up to the Runebender menu and we'll save as. Oh, let's actually put something in here. Okay. And we'll do file, save as. Let's see. Let's just do on the desktop. We'll do test.ufo. Close that. There. I'm trying to do this in a way where I don't have to. Oh God, this is why I need like. This is so annoying. Okay, I know what to do. Blah. hell is that? Get that out of here. Meta info. So this is what we need. We need the org linebender Norad string in metainfo.plist. So I'm just going to say, I know what the problem is. That's the wrong... Oh my god, this is hell. What the hell is going on? Okay. I'm going to say, I know what the problem is. Oh, you know what? I can just change that in the UFO. So watch this. So I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to take that. I'm going to say, I know what the problem is, and I fixed it in the source file. Glyph zap. Blah. I hate this so much. Okay. org.linebender.norad. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to say, I know what the problem is. I needed to have org.linebender.norad in the metainfo.plist. I have done that now. Can we try to start over and load the font again? Okay. This is going slow. Oh, I just didn't click it. I'm just going to stop it right there. So let's just go cargo run. Cargo run. There we go. 64. And oh my god, it changed everything. But did it actually save? Well, there's a bunch of crap in here, so maybe. Let's see, cargo run. It worked! We saved the UFO, we did it! All right, so it works. We can draw in the glyph, and we can save it, and it loads. That's beautiful. I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be doing a bunch more of these. So stick with me, and I promise I want to get to the Handmade Hero John Genset level. Like, I suck at programming and I suck at being on camera, but I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna try to get better. So thanks for sticking with me. Bye.